Okay, guys, I'm actually just going to stream by myself until I can actually get this right. I think perhaps it's because every single time I pick up the call with Mocha, I'm not sure if my service provider is actually throttling me on my fiber. So yeah, we're gonna have to check that out. Um, but drop a message if anybody's there. Um, and yeah, let's try to get this thing sorted out. So that was Ethereum. I'm just gonna chart a few things. I want to take a look at the USD ZAR that I charted out yesterday, and seems like we came down. We never really got into that area. Let's just check on the 1 hour. Oh, we just missed it, eh? Would have been good. Yeah, I wonder how they came right there. Just try to figure that out. It's like on the 30-minute. It made equal lows, I suppose. It just ran those. See if we could have gotten a good entry into here. Now look, I suppose what you could say is that this over here is the consolidation excluding the wicks, right? So the minute that it gets into this area, you would bid. So you would probably start there. That would have been the first one, and that would have been the second one, and then that would have been the third one. But I mean, all of those entries are pretty good. I don't think that you would have been stopped out unless you were being a complete degen. But yeah, I mean, I missed the mark, obviously. Like, I really thought it was going to come and test this one. But yeah, it looks like the bull run started 1523. Next level 1558, and then you got the 16400s. And then you got a 1785, which I think is like the all-time high. Let's just go take a look at the weekly. No, so the all-time high is 1934. So yeah, if I do this over again, let's just like go step by step as to how I mark out things. So you had this very similar setup to Bitcoin, right? So like, I mean, it just went monster for a year with all the bad news coming out of South Africa, and then we kind of got this, and then the exact same thing as like the Corona shakeout, and then basically just pumped all the way up, and then yeah, what's scary is that there was this consolidation, and if we take a look at Bitcoin on the daily, right, you kind of have the exact same thing, right? So you have this all-time high the last time, a whole bunch of chop, and then eventually we go on this like run in 2019. It gets up to like the 1300s, and then kind of sells off pretty much the same as the rand. This over here, like down, and then like a consolidation with like a fake breakout, which is pretty much the same as Bitcoin, right? So it's like consolidated, fake breakout, and then bam, and then you got this high over here, with another sell-off. Let me just do this, I don't know. Consolidation with the sell-off, and then yeah, I mean, it just goes like on a monster run. And that's pretty much what happened with the ZAR, and then it created a pennant. And that's pretty much where we are on the Bitcoin thing. If we get into like the daily, you can actually see that like it tries to rally up into there. The daily, I think on the 4 hour, maybe after it breaks, it does. No, it never really does, right? So what's different now with the Bitcoin scenario is that we have actually we came down, did this kind of thing, and the only difference here is that we've done this now. Well, not exactly, but yeah, like we here, right? So either we're gonna, do this, or we're gonna reclaim, hopefully somewhere there, and kind of carry on. But yeah, I mean, you don't want to look at this and then look at the Bitcoin chart at the same time. It's actually quite scary, right? Like I said, the difference is here we actually, came to do a retest, and then it was like a really, really ugly, pullback. But this could be all accumulation, right? Because if you take a look at this, we've now, kind of wiped out the late longers, and now we've wiped out the late shorters. So, price is just almost kind of like gonna compress itself. Obviously for the liquidity, also like knocked out all the guys that long the breakout kind of thing, or shorted the breakdown on this one. But that was the liquidity, right? Like if you're talking about like what kind of happened here, you got price compressing, and it's gonna kind of stay in this range. And what's scary is like the next move down is something like this. Might bounce, hit there, get that one in, and maybe like consolidate, and then down here into this last consolidation. And you can't rule it out. I mean, like if you look at a candle like this on the daily, it's horrible. Let me just check. Got a concurrent viewer. Everything looks like it's going nicely. Yeah, so I mean, like my thoughts normally, because I trade like price action, right? You kind of always want to mark out areas of consolidation, like basically. I'm actually going to change this just to BTC USD. Let's just get like a Finex chart, something that's been around for a while. Okay, so yeah, this brings me back. It's like this even balance, and I think it was the last time that this happened was when we broke out of when we went on the first run to 10k. Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing. Pretty much the same thing here, right? So you kind of have this, this type of thing. This was so when we kind of claimed the 10k, right? We almost had like a similar situation. This is where that situation was. Yeah. So you kind of get this, blow of top, and then like this retest, But here, the guys had to keep on, drawing the triangle differently. So, you know, I think people started it here, broke down into this channel, and then broke down into this channel. So let's just take a look at BTC USD. That's also, yeah. This one's loaded. Okay, we'll take a look now. But anyway, here you have that like kind of rally back, and then you get like a last kick before it breaks down. So this over here and this over here, if I break this down just to a couple of shorter time frames, so let's say like the 6 hour. You can see it, so this is kind of like the last breath for Bitcoin. From, if you ask me, you got this breakdown almost like a retest, and then we come down all the way, kind of, do this last like before it dips, and I'm not calling it like the end of the bull run. I'm trying to see, like different ways how Bitcoin breaks down. Here you have those equal areas again, so there and there, and the pattern's kind of exactly the same, right? So it's this on either side of Bitcoin, and then the breakdown. Let me just load a chart here. I think it's max. Okay, so yeah, here's that equal sided support, and then you've got like 1, 2, and you get this third one with like this funny thing before it kind of breaks down. And like I say, you do have this structure currently on the daily. On the 6 hour, like everything kind of still looks okay, but like you really need to see Bitcoin closing above 35k, right? Because this could be, the last rejection before we get something like that, and it probably wouldn't even reach this high, because you'd have this coming down, maybe the top of this range, Anyway, yeah, that's just some of my thoughts on Bitcoin, and testing out a live feed. Cool. Make sure that you guys enjoyed that. Cheers.